All right, channel secure, let's begin. Your briefing today is on the dark psychology of affluent decision-making. Our mission? Simple. To expose the hidden psychological triggers that drive this demographic, and, more importantly, to show you how to use them. Let's get one thing crystal clear, right from the outset. You're not in marketing, you're a surgeon, and your operating theater, it's the human mind. Today, we're handing you the scalpel. Okay, phase 1, target analysis. You cannot influence a system you don't understand, so we're going to start by mapping the decision-making architecture of the affluent mind. The first cognitive bias you absolutely must master is what we call legacy distortion. See, the target isn't asking, what's this worth right now? No, they're asking, what will this say about me when I'm gone? Every decision they make is like a chess move in a game against their own mortality. And here's how this plays out in the field. We were in an acquisition, an 84-year-old patriarch of a family brand. He refused every single monetary offer we threw at him. The deal only closed when we completely reframed it. We told him, we're not buying your company, we're creating a heritage trust. We will become custodians of your life's work. And just like that, by adopting his legacy, he handed us his empire. Now, the second bias builds right on top of the first. It's the time scarcity calculus. For our target, money? Well, money is renewable. Time is not. And every single decision is weighed against that unforgiving reality. They don't operate on a budget, you see. They operate on a life clock. Listen to this field report. We observed a shipping magnate, a billionaire, wasting 20 minutes arguing over a measly $300 hotel charge. But his logic was clinical. He said, the people who steal $300 will steal $3 million if you let them. You get it? He wasn't protecting the money. He was protecting the principle that governs his entire empire. And this brings us to the final and maybe the most crucial bias, social proof inversion. It's simple. The masses, they seek what's popular. The affluent, they seek what is unavailable to the masses. For them, value isn't derived from consensus. It's derived from curated scarcity. Bottom line, if everyone has it, they don't want it. So let's be clear about what you're doing. You are not in the business of selling products. You are in the business of manufacturing the velvet rope, the whispered password, the secret that grants access. The product itself, that's just the artifact that proves they belong. All right, target analysis complete. Now we move to armament. These are your weapon systems, the frameworks you will deploy. Just look at the hotel paradox. There was this boutique chain failing at 80% occupancy. We advised them to do something that sounds crazy. Slash available rooms by 40% and create an invitation-only membership. And what happened? Occupancy, of course, plummeted. But profitability? It exploded by 300%. Why? Because they stopped selling rooms and started selling scarcity. They made their offering sacred by making it unattainable. And that right there illustrates the tactical divide. The amateur, they're on a crowded battlefield pushing features and logic. The sovereign operator, they use identity and scarcity to create a whole new category, one where they are the only player. Which brings us to a key weapon, identity reinforcement. You don't sell the suit, you sell the moment a tech disruptor becomes a respected statesman. We ran a campaign for bespoke suits targeting tech founders. The headline was simple, the uniform for your second act. See, it wasn't about clothes, it was a rite of passage. It was about confirming the new identity they were stepping into. Theory is useless without application. So now we move to a live fire exercise. We're going to deconstruct a campaign, piece by piece, to show you these weapon systems in action. This gets to the heart of the matter. How do you craft an offer that is so potent, so powerful, that refusing it feels like a professional and personal failure, like an act of self-sabotage? The answer is what we call the Godfather offer. Okay, here's the scenario. Our target, a brilliant M&A lawyer, the best kept secret in his field. But his problem was a deeply flawed offer. He was selling his time by the hour when he should have been selling certainty in the face of catastrophic risk. So let's deconstruct the alchemy of his new offer. First, we hit them with the existential threat hook, tapping right into a CEO's deepest fears. Second, extreme scarcity. We only offered 3 slots per quarter, period. Third, unbreakable specificity, all delivered in a meticulously detailed 3-page dossier. And finally, the price. The price itself becomes the proof. And here's that price. $250,000. $250,000. Now you have to understand that's not fee, it's a filter. It's an insurance policy against absolute catastrophe. A price like that, it signals the caliber of the problem and the confidence of the solution. It repels the clients and it magnetizes the sovereigns. All right, final phase of this briefing, the field manual. These are the protocols for you to deploy these strategies in your own operations. Effective immediately. Look at this. This is the pain awareness matrix. The real gold mine isn't in solving the problems people already know they have. No. It's over here, in revealing a devastating problem they're completely unaware of, and then presenting yourself as the one and only solution. You don't sell financial planning, you sell a defense against legacy architecture failure. You literally create the category. Your final tool is the decision log, and this is how you turn your intuition from a gut feeling into a calibrated instrument. For every single significant decision, you log your rationale, you predict the outcome, and you assign a confidence percentage. Then you review. This practice, this discipline, it forges your judgment into a weapon. But I need you to understand something. All these frameworks, all these theories, they are completely worthless if they just remain concepts in your head. The final barrier isn't knowledge. It's embodiment. Because the battlefield doesn't care what you know. It only cares what you do. Understanding by itself is not a defense. Execution is the only metric that matters. So this isn't a conclusion. Think of it as an initiation. You have the intelligence. You have the frameworks. This transmission ends here. The embodiment begins now. The question is, what will you build?